I thought we fought hard. Just didn't make enough plays at the end. When you're playing, when you're playing Johnny, you gotta put up points, and in the end, we didn't put up enough.
Talk about the last series that you had to follow.
Well, I mean, if you go look at the plays, I think you can see what happened. But everybody fought hard, and you can look at that last series, but there's a couple more series. If we would have made plays in that series, then we wouldn't have to worry about that series. So that's just how football goes, though.
Bo, you seemed a lot more comfortable in the second half. What changed?
I don't know. Well, really, we went tempo. We didn't go tempo the whole first half, and then went tempo the second half, and they wasn't ready for it at all. So I think we got some big yards on them doing that.
How tough are the drops to take from an offensive standpoint? It seems like it's become more and more of an issue. It's kind of been, I don't want to say too much, but it's been really focused on though.
Yeah, I mean, as a quarterback, my job's to get it there. Your job is to catch it. There's sometimes I don't get it there, and obviously there's sometimes they don't catch it. But at the same time, we just got to go to work. You can't blame guys for drops or anything like that. You just go in and tell them that, hey, I'm coming back to you next drive too. Catch this one.
Yeah, y'all had a lot of losses like this last year. To have one this year, I mean, how does this team bounce back? How do you get the young guys up? Y'all been through it before.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I told everybody in the locker room. I went to our leaders and told them, hey, we're not going to let these last 3 games that we had define our season. There's some guys that might want to, tuck their tail and run, but as leaders, we got to walk around and make sure that doesn't happen.
Football's football, but playing against Johnny Manziel, does that bring out a different element in your quarterback play?
Nah, I mean, if you're trying to do what he does, you're going to lose a lot of football games. So you just have to be you and go out and do your thing because he's going to do his.
Offensively, though, did y'all feel pressure to go out and score every time you got the football, knowing that he's probably going to drop down and score too?
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to put up points. Our defense is a good defense, and I thought they handled him really well, especially the first half. But, yeah, I mean, it's definitely pressure when you're playing him to put points up because you know that he's going to.
With Jeff out, Jalen and Octavius got some pretty good snaps tonight. Just kind of talk about their game.
They both had a great game, Jalen and Octavius. I knew Octavius was going to get a lot more carries. We needed a physical back in there. And, I mean, you saw on that, I dumped it off on a check down, and he took it, 25, 30 yards. So he's just a playmaker, and we all know Jalen is that speedster just like Jeff.
Joe, can you talk about your last series, if you will?
I mean, I don't know what y'all want me to say about it. We just didn't make the plays to move the ball and get first downs and score touchdowns.
How do you feel about the rhythm of the offense with Barry and you kind of splitting it up?
I think Barry, man, he had a great game tonight. He's a great runner. He's probably the best runner on our team, honestly. And then to throw in that element, he threw 2 touchdowns. Man, I was proud of him the way he stepped up and had a great game.
He said y'all's relationship's gotten a lot better from last year.
Oh, it has. I mean, to be honest with you, when I first came here in spring practice, summer practice, you could cut the tension with a knife. Now we're each other's biggest fans. You watch us on the sidelines, and we're talking to each other and getting excited when the other person scores and things like that. So, I have a great relationship with him.